3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Warbird Wednesday. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum, and today we continue down the interesting path of aircraft. There was one flying example built and one half-completed example built, and I'm talking about the XFV, sometimes known as the Salmon. I didn't say it was always known as the Salmon. Some people have called it a Salmon. There's a reason for that, which we will get there. But first, Jason, another bucket hat. This one, I would maybe wear this one fishing. I might actually do that. What do you think?
Chitty ching ching, could buy anything, cop that, oh.
But this goes to the kids. So we're going to toss that off camera, and it goes to the kids. So I'm going to pick up Lockheed's most current weapon of choice, the F-35. Greg in post can pick up the XFV for me. This came out of remember, this is a time when we're throwing everything against the wall. And this was a U.S. Navy requirement in 1948 that you have a vertical takeoff and landing fighter on the after deck of conventional ships. Sounds like a great idea to me. The pilot's kind of sitting in there. I don't know how, you have to figure out how you do that and the apparatus, but the idea is it just goes vertically off the ship. Convair and Lockheed both competed for this product. The Lockheed's version was the XFO-1 for you aficionados at Lockheed that keep an eye on me. By the way, we're standing in front of a F-104, all you Lockheed people who keep a tab on me. The internal company designation was 081-40-01. There, I did it. Then it was later changed to the XFV-1, and that was because the Navy's code for Lockheed changed from an O to a V. Fairly simple. The power plant on this thing was massive. It was a 5,332 horsepower Allison YT4-A-6 turboprop, which means it put out a ton of power. The tail was formed in an X, and they had some wheels that came off it. Greg can show those in post, so the thing would basically stand on its end. The Lockheed folks, their name for it was the pogo stick, if you can believe that or not. So you Lockheed people at home, if you had another name for it, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and that is going to take me to my salute. And this one is not a hard one. We're going to do it with the Dublin Tart and Sweet brand lemonade. You really got to start chilling, icing, something, Jason, for my, no, he's shaking his head, for my drinking pleasure. This is a craft soda, whatever that means. Dublin, Texas. Oh, Pure Cane Sugar Mafia. There they are. I wonder what's going to happen to the Pure Cane Sugar. 170 calories. Bottled. It's in Dublin, Texas. Oh, it has a California cash refund, so that means I am not going to die today. Jason is shaking his head. It is new. So the salute today is all of those wild and crazy engineers in the 50s and 60s with Lockheed. I'm not talking about just Kelly Johnson. I'm talking about all you guys over there. You guys were nuts. Some of the stuff that came out of Lockheed at that time, it's groundbreaking, it's amazing, it's cutting edge. We will probably never see a time like that again. Also because there was just so much innovation, like this XFV. People were just throwing stuff at the wall trying to make it stick. So, oh, there was a fizz, so I'm not going to die today. So to all of you crazy engineers at Lockheed in the 50s and 60s that never met a project that you couldn't build, I salute you.
It's almost like a lemon cleaner.
It's 2 in a row. If this were cold, it's not bad. It's got too much sugar in it for my taste, but we'll give him another Lockheed salute here. So we'll put that down. Now we'll pick up, this is, by the way, a very heavy model. I don't know what this thing's made out of, but I'm going to be like curling it here in a minute. The XFV was manufactured in 1954. Its first flight was in 1954. There was one flying prototype made and one partially completed prototype. The test pilot, Herman Fish Salmon, get it? There you go. There's the connection. Made the first inadvertent test flight when he got the airplane moving to the point where he could actually transition the aircraft. But they were very careful about this because I'll tell you one thing. Can you imagine being vertical and trying to land this thing without computers and any help? I mean, you got to remember, this is all hydraulics and sheer will at that point in time. And this thing, I wouldn't have wanted to have done that. They were waiting for a 7,100 horsepower Allison T-54, which never happened. So they were limited in the aircraft on spec was underpowered. So they were really limited what they could do in the test flights. They did 32 flights in the airplane. The project was canceled in 1955, primarily because we've talked about a lot of the demise of these other programs. Jet fighters were coming along to the point where they just didn't feel they needed, during World War II, you remember we talked about hurricanes, or hurricanes if you're British, being launched off ships and other, seaplanes and stuff like that with steam catapults. For the convoys, they just felt that with the advent of the jets and what was happening with the jets, that they no longer needed that kind of convoy support. So that's why it went by the wayside. Vertical takeoff and landing has gone a long way. We're actually going to talk about another type of airframe, and we go through this section here, and we're not done with that. But with this particular design, we are finished. And this thing went to the museum world. There's one in Lakeland International Airport on the outside there. I understand it's displayed outside. And the second sort of not finished prototype is at Los Alamitos Army Airfield. And correct me if I am wrong. And that, as they say, was the demise or the end of the XFV. Now, if you're at home and you want to color your favorite fighter jets, like Jason, that's what he does. He actually colors these and then sends them to me, which is kind of nice. He's managed to stay in between lines. But look at all the cool things in here. This is, you've got a kid in the house, this is a must-have. So click on that link, get one of those. Jason will happily run down to the post office and mail that out to you. I am standing in front of our F-104 here, our tribute aircraft. We cannot do all of this without your donations. So if you can, click on that link, donate us a few bucks. We could certainly appreciate it. If you are educating the kids at home, go ahead and click on that link. Those educator guides are free. We want you to pick up one of those. You can teach one lesson or an entire course series. If you came across us on YouTube, give us a subscription and a like. Give us comments. We like a lot of comments. So go ahead and give us a comment. If you came across us on Facebook, give us a like, give us a heart on Instagram, and give us a comment over there as well. We can certainly use it. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
wheels into the